feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, you know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit.
Welcome to the show. It's your host, Rick H. Today I'm joined by one of the funniest men in America / Dominican Republic / Mexico. And according to him, he has fans in Germany as well. Ivan Manito, ladies and gentlemen. Ivan Manito.
Yeah, Germany? Germany, that's crazy. You seen Tetris?
No.
Tetris is an amazing movie.
The movie.
Yeah, we don't appreciate Tetris as much as we should. La lucha que se cogió para sacar Tetris from Germany is crazy.
I have to watch it now. Is that crazy?
It's that crazy.
So is Ivan recommends
Yes,
Tetris?
I definitely recommend Tetris.
All right.
Go watch it. You will enjoy it. If everyone.
And if they
Tetris.
don't, can they DM you and tell you how
yes,
lousy
if you
the
don't
film
like
is?
it, DM me and let me know how much of a tool you are in life that you didn't appreciate a movie like that, so I can no longer deal with you.
Wow. Ivan's also a podcaster, so he has a
Yes.
movie podcast, so where he watches films and they talk about them. And he also has a gaming podcast.
The best gaming podcast. Well, it's actually the worst gaming podcast.
Lo mejor es malo.
It's the best of the worst.
So give me a little brief description
So
of that.
it's the best of the worst. It's like hay más jugadores malos que buenos. There's 100 million.
I'm one of those guys.
They suck, right?
Okay.
So I figure if I could get enough people that suck together
Yeah.
and build a community, we're on to something. So de ahí sale uno bueno, ya already has a fan base y el apoyo.
Will this make me a better video game player?
Of
If I
course,
watch and listen?
of course. People will tell you I've gotten better with time. I've gotten better. I could
At what game specifically?
I gotten better at Call of Duty. I gotten better. I'm now playing Street Fighter since I pulled up to our podcast. But the whole idea behind it is to get a community of gamers, which que sean malos, pero que se apoyen uno al otro, so we can monetize each other.
So who's the best gamer on the pod right now?
It depends on the game.
Is it Nimbus?
Nimbus is number 1 in Street Fighter for us. Call of Duty viene siendo on multiplayer is how we do. Like he owns that.
Uh-huh.
And on Resurgence we have a few.
Okay. So for gaming podcasts, I mean, last video game I played was Madden, 2K. Metal Gear Solid.
No, tú hace rato que dejaste de jugar Nintendo.
I got a PS4. I've only used it twice.
Lo puedes vender.
Te lo regalo. Would that
I'll
help?
put it on the shelf. You know I got that shelf for the whole collection.
Hey, when I went to your pod, siempre ¿y qué me traiste? Pues está prendido en cuarto con los tenis. Mira.
Tú no ves los
y una
sucios.
cadena, un teléfono nuevo.
Está prendido.
Salió un BM. ¿Qué?
Ese teléfono, I changed the case though. That's a trick. Change the case, new phone.
What is that, a 12?
I think that's a 13.
Ajá, ok.
¿Cuál tú tienes?
El 11.
Di que el 11.
El 11.
Pero tú eres simple. Hey, mira. Dios ve eso.
El 11, mira.
Dios ve eso, mira. El 11.
El 11. Ah, tú ves. Yo no soy un hombre que me
Yo
entiende.
no sabía que el 11 tenía 3 cámaras.
Ese es el 11.
Yo no dije que no. ¿Cuándo yo dije que no, que es el 11?
Bueno. What?
We gotta translate.
No. Oh, me translate?
Yeah, if you guys go on a rant,
I'm going to go on a Spanish rant, Cabo.
good, but you have
We can't have the bouncing
Oh,
ball.
wait, do you want it in one language? Because I'm going back and forth. I don't
you
know.
can do your Spanglish, but if y'all get into a story and a whole conversation back and forth,
All right.
we gotta have the translation. And 2, you gotta stop looking at him. The camera's over
Yeah,
here.
because if you're looking at me, I look at you too.
It's just...
Shoulders forward.
You've only just begun.
Entonces tú quieres venir aquí a tirar todos los problemas tuyos a uno.
Yo vine aquí. I came here to desahogarme. Well,
All right, so let's do it.
What does that mean in English, Ivan?
To vent, right?
To vent. Yeah. So life is pretty good for me. I'd never complain. That's why I called my friend, and I wanted to kick it and talk shit.
That's
with
what we
Ivan.
do. I'm gonna kick it and talk some shit.
Yeah.
But
And catch up with Ivan. Find out where I am in La Factoria season 2.
you holding camp where you want to be at. That's what the whole thing. Like, oh, put me in la factoría. Like, there's a million.
I didn't
things.
say put me in it. You said I got a role for you
Yeah,
as
so-
corporativo.
No, can't be
From-
corporativo.
no? So in
You-
the warehouse.
I like me seeing you in this button down today.
Hey,
you look like
hey.
an awesome cab driver. I'm gonna let you know right
A
now.
cab driver? Okay.
Yeah, like you taking
Willie.
Don Tomás.
5'7".
No, hey.
You know cab
No,
driver.
5'7" is Tommy's character, so I can't touch that.
Cero
But I like
nueve.
Willie. 09, 5'7". There you go.
Cero Nueve is my father's cab number. You know, quick story. As a kid growing up, I would meet my father's friends, and they never knew my father's actual name. They would always call him Cero Nueve.
09.
And it always boggled my mind. They'd be like, oh, ¿de quién tú eres el hijo?
Se
Like,
dijo-
who's your father?
se dijo
Oh,
09.
Nano. ¿Y quién es Nano, mijo?
09.
09, oh, 09, 09. And I love when cab drivers, instead of saying 09, 09.
Yeah, they'll tell one number in English and then the other will say 09.
09, ese es
Five-
de lo
5'7".
mío. 5'7",
You know,
de lo mío.
24.
That's just the facts of life. But yeah, you know, life is rough. I haven't recorded in
Yep.
a while. I
Yep.
dedicate this episode to my grandmother. She's not doing too well. And she's the one that raised me in DR.
That's. I mean, it's sad when that part of life comes and you have to deal with it because le va a tocar a todo el mundo, you know. And it's like you can't prepare for that. Like, you know, those feelings and those emotions just comes during that time. And then, you know, if you have more people alive, you know that's gonna come, because it's usually cuando like it's hard like when cuando son los abuelos de uno.
Yeah, the oldest
Either they both
ancestor.
go or one goes and then the other one goes right away.
Yeah, so for me, it's a little different. You know, my grandfather died when I was 2. Allegedly, I was his favorite grandchild. I mean, there's photos to prove it. I was a megastar right now.
Hold up. What lap were you sitting on in these pictures? That's how you know.
No, it was my grandfather. There's one photo where it's him and it's my godfather, and they're actually giving me Heineken. I mean, I don't know how.
No,
cold,
hey, in the culture, they didn't put the finger and go like this. That's what.
No,
that's
they
what-
were actually giving me.
De la botella.
De la botella.
Yeah, you
straight
might be a
from the bottle.
favorite. You might be a favorite.
So he died when I was 2. My grandmother turned 93 today, and on like June 1st, her health took the turn for the worst, and she hasn't been doing good at all. So I kind of put a pause to the production of everything.
No, you have to. You have to. 93, right? Do you sit and like listen to stories? Like, for example, when my grandma was alive, I used to ask all type of question like, you know, how would people fall in love back then? And the way that she would explain it is almost like unbelievable. Like, you know, yeah, because antes la gente no se hablaba, people couldn't talk to each other. Like, there was a respect, not like now. Like, if my grandfather was like, if my grandfather's father was there and she was there and you liked it, you couldn't come approach her, you couldn't talk to her or nothing. Like, you had to go through like proper
The
protocol.
father. Yeah.
And back then, the way that we would do things is like, remember how girls used to ride the motorcycle de lado así,
Oh yeah.
right? So exactly, agarrar. No, some of them were pros. Like, they didn't even have to hold on or nothing.
Yeah.
They was just there con la carterita and they had the little pañuelito. So if they drove by and then she saw you and she dropped the pañuelito and you picked it up, ya te estaban, that's it, ya were in love.
And wow.
That's how it used to be, right?
heavy commitment.
And it was crazy because I was just started laughing like, yo, what if the wrong guy picks it up? And she was like, then you fucked.
What if your cousin picks it up?
I mean, you're not gonna throw it there. Like the cousin thing doesn't happen like that. She also told me that like if you were like neighbors or whatever, if you throw a rock and she threw it back, that's it.
We met up, so I got a ton of stories. A quick one is my grandmother had 10 children, right? And
No TV.
yeah, because this is in La Imita, in Moca, and DR. And her and my grandfather, they worked on a tobacco farm. So they grew la capa de los cigarros.
Okay. Was it the Dutch master?
No, not this. Come on. Quality cigars.
Oh, whoa, hold up. Dutch master.
Cream of the crops.
Bro, it's... Oh, go ahead, keep going.
So
We'll get into
they
it.
would leave the kids alone to watch each other. Wow, tú estás bien hoy. Perfecto.
That's me?
That's you.
That's me. I don't have ringtones.
your ringers.
Oh
on.
my God.
Who is that?
Yo, Tommy, I'll call you back. I'm with Rick.
Tommy, and you're interrupting my podcast, bro. We shooting an episode right now.
Oh, okay.
Yo voy para allá después de aquí, está todo.
Espérame ahí, voy para allá.
Okay.
Con un plato de arroz
Está bien.
y peiní
Está bien.
y aguacate y totones.
Que no falte el aguacate.
Oye, que no, eso no. Y oye,
Ensalada.
la ensalada y los tostones, por favor. Con una fría. Ya.
Yeah.
Hablamos. Amén.
That's crazy. Bye, Tommy. I didn't even know I had that ringtone.
We can leave that in.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, you got a sexy ringtone for Tommy, by the way.
No, that's how I know. Now, I put that like specifically for him, so I know when that ring is him.
Oh, he calls you that much?
No, he barely calls me, but
So they used to all watch each other. So for the longest time, my mom thought her older sister was actually her mother when that was just her older sister. Because they wouldn't know. My grandparents would wake up early and they would leave and then they'd come back late. There's another story where my oldest aunt, who also got my godmother, was 4 years old. And my grandmother told her, hey, take Gomita, which is, his name is Jose, take Gomita to town so he can get vaccinated.
a los 4.
And she was 4 and Gomita was like 1 or 2. And imagine, like,
That's just
imagine Ethan's old, but imagine Ethan a little
Bro.
younger taking another kid to get vaccinated.
I've seen that in DR. In DR, los muchachos crecen rápido. Like they raise very fast, and that's part of it. Like at 7, you taking care of a whole household. Like yo, you know who comes in, you know who goes out, you know how to cook breakfast, you know how to do all this stuff. Ethan at 10 right now is like, huh? I can't stay by myself. You crazy? I'm like, bro, why
Yeah,
should you
but
go to DR?
it's a completely different time. Though.
At 10, they're riding motores and shit over there.
Younger
Haciendo
than that,
mandado.
because I remember, and that's why, like, I grew up. So when I was born, they took me to DR, and I lived with my grandmother and my godmother. Like, I would go back from. It was cool because I was like in El Campo, and then my godmother lived in the city.
Los ricos y los pobres.
So I saw both sides, and it was cool. And then they brought me back to New York City. But they were exchanging all those stories, and I really never wanted to come back to New York. I said it on your pod. I was like, I wish I would have stayed over there.
No. Gracias a Dios, tú estás aquí, estás sano.
Why?
You don't know
I
what
would
can
have been
happen over
alive
there.
over there.
How?
Comiendo bien todos los días.
Comiendo saludable, pero no bien.
Not de que Wendy's and
GMO,
McDonald's.
GMO.
Yeah.
Aquí,
So, yeah.
aquí todo tiene GMO.
GMO's good. It's tasty.
DR is a hell of a place.
So Ivan's he's doing season 2 where he's gonna cast me that he just said we got it on
El
record
taxi, el
as
taxi,
a
el
taxi
taxi,
driver.
el taxi.
Thank
Willie,
God.
09.
Willie 09. How's that process going?
It's hard now because I mean it's not hard. It's new because now we have like a writer's room.
And there's an expectation.
Not the expectation, nothing. Like I'm very straight up with everything. Like yo, I'm writing how I feel. Que no le gusta, then you shouldn't be here. Y'all all here because of what I created. So, and if y'all here, it's because I single-handedly picked y'all because y'all, I work with y'all. You know, y'all know my comedy, and you guys got great stuff. But, you know, sometimes LeBron tiene otras estrellas and it doesn't work out, you know. But for me, it's like I
Wow,
love the writers that I
Dropping
have.
some tea though. You just said you changed stars. Who left the show?
Nobody left the show.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like, you know, because there's a lot of us. Like the writers' room is full of like heavy hitters, bro. You know, like it's people that I would like.
Who? Go ahead.
Man, we got
Brenda.
just off the back. Juan Bago's in there. Like I tell Juan Bago like, yo, you've been out here in SNL.
He's writing for season 2.
He's in the writers' room. So I'm like, yo, you know, you've been in the real writers' room. You know. But this whole process is new to me. So for me, it's like I'm very defensive on certain things. It's like everyone is suggesting stuff and you have to listen and you have to find what works and stuff like that. So my fear is always like, you know, there's so many suggestions. Am I writing the suggestions more than what I'm writing, which what I want? So it's like that's where I'm at, like trying to find that balance. But I do see the benefit now as we move forward of a writer's room. Like the process is easier. It's more fun. You know, you get to see over their perspectives. And it's like it's balanced out as female male, ratio. So you have a lot of
Yeah, viewpoints
viewpoints.
and different brands of comedy. Has there been in this one? Do you find yourself because the first one mostly you wrote most of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In this one, do you find like you see a vision and then you're sitting in that writer's room and it's not exactly how you envisioned it, but you see the benefit of getting the viewpoint of somebody else? Has
No,
that
no.
happened so far?
Of the beginning, and for me it was new, so I didn't know how to handle that. I was like, yo, I like the process that we had. I felt more comfortable. But in order to move further, this is the process, and for me, it was new.
Are you
So
afraid of the sophomore jinx? Because this is gonna be your second season.
I,
People saw the first one; they loved it. Do
no,
you feel any pressure to
I,
top the first season?
I feel a little bit of pressure, but it's more towards me than anything, because it's like, how do I top the first one? And sometimes you focus so much, you get, oh, I'm gonna even kill it, this and this. And nah, bro, it's just like keep the same process, keep it simpler, and make it more relatable, which is what I'm trying to do. And make it more, make it feel so it looks like the characters that are there you've been watching on Instagram, and it's not that much different. Because that's what really helped us. Like everyone that's part of the show, they're really playing their Instagram characters, so their acting is what they've been doing.
Like nobody else is playing Poppy, but he's
Yeah,
playing
no,
a
you're
different
just
version.
playing like Poppy in the
Yeah.
beginning of Poppy. So everyone is playing their character, and that's why se siente de esa manera, because, like, to be honest, nadie ahí ha cogido una clase de actuación. Tommy have, Brenda have, a selected few, but it worked because of how I wrote it, because of those people that I work with and I knew what they're capable of. So it's like
So
you
the
hang out,
Eagles have been checked
huh?
before you shoot. All the Eagles get checked.
No, it's in the inside when we're all shooting. I tell everybody, no one has followers here.
Okay.
No one has followers. You're this character. This character doesn't have an Instagram. So leave all that shit behind. If y'all want to collaborate and make videos here and there, by all means. But no one here is here for Instagram. You're here to create this show because this show could elevate us to the next level, and it benefits everyone. But everyone gets along perfect. Everyone is a great vibe. Everyone is just kind of like never practicing and just talking to each other.
So in this version of the show, are you gonna incorporate English into it, or are you just gonna keep it completely Spanish,
That's-
just like the first one?
That was a big debate. And I was like, it's a Spanish show, straight off the back. Bad Bunny no está cantando inglés.
He is though sometimes.
¿A dónde? Cuando, he doesn't. He's himself.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. They're paying him to be himself. They're not
Yeah.
paying him to come hablar en inglés, because it doesn't work. Like my following is mostly Latino.
Yeah.
And I do speak English, and I have a back and forth. And it's not that it's not going to be part of it, but, the show is a Latino show para los dominicanos, y los dominicanos hablan español. Y también hablan inglés, pero el show es siempre en español. And we have like other, a lot of people from different Latin America. We have Mexico, we have Colombia, Argentina. So it's literally for the Latino market. So el inglés está ahí. Yeah, we're going to have some proper English. We're going to have the papi English. We're going to have all type of stuff. But it's a Spanish show.
Do you feel pressure to also cater to the other markets? Like a joke that you write for a Dominican audience might not hit the same if it's being watched by a Colombian or Mexican audience. Do you feel pressure to kind of like make the jokes more general?
So it's I make the jokes for my community, for my people, right? Because it's the same thing for other people. Like like when you watch Telemundo y Univision, todo eso es mexicano.
Claro.
Ellos no tiran un coño para que la comunidad latina, So yo no voy a tirar un horario hoy para ellos, but it's gonna be there, because en una manera u otra, because at the end of the day somos latinos todos, and regardless, my biggest demographic is the arm catered to them, but ahí está la presencia de México. Like you can feel it. The character is that. That is very relatable. So es una oficina, and that's what you really have in una oficina. Like you have all different Latinos trying to like convivir juntos and live
What takes
together and
place
make
in
it
a
happen.
factory?
Yeah, una oficina.
Yeah.
Factory office. Yeah. So, but it's for everyone. It's definitely for everyone in English and Spanish. Y and it's the same thing. Like, si hay un hindú that we have worked with, se mete para ahí también. Because el punto es tener una comunidad grande y suficiente, so not everyone goes through what we're going through whenever they have a show or whenever they have something to present.
And so everybody can feel included into the show.
As well. Everybody, ahí está todo el mundo. Episode 2 of La Factoría is called Identification. You know where that's going.
So you know what I love about your shows is they blend into the other shows you're already crafting and weaving. Talk about La Bodega,
So-
Sabor Latino, and La Factoría.
So for me, it was like, it's hard when you present something new because something new no tiene un público.
Yeah.
Entonces, when you present something new to el público que tú tienes, you know, let's say out of the 100, maybe 30% will fuck with it. Because you're like, you know what, this is Ivan's project. I've seen all the Ivan stuff.
Yeah.
Even though all these people que están aquí are new, I'm going to still support it. But when you do something where it's like for Cache, you have Tom, you have Brenda, they be like, oh, nah, this is the group getting together. This is bound to be funny. I got to watch this. I got to support it because this is all the people that I follow. And, you know, it's something that I'm already used to watching them. And if they're basing it off this show that I already watched, you know, it's more acceptable. Whereas, like, tú tiras algo nuevo and you're thinking you're killing the game and, you know, your mom is like, ay, mijo, estaba muy bueno el show. And he's like, gracias, mami.
Thank you for the 1 and 2.
And then there's like everyone else is like, you watch it? All like, nah, you know, it's that, all these new people. And which is not bad, but, you know, regardless, that's the route that we're going to go. Pero yo me siento that, like, para yo presentar algo así original y sólido with other people, I have to have a real good public.
But I like the fact that all good content has a huge universe behind it, right? For example, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, those are big worlds that are created in your mind. And you've already created the other worlds around that one.
It's pretty much just kind of like writing how like my dad era dueño de bodega. So I work in bodega and I seen all the ups and downs and the funny stuff that happens there, right? My father was one of those people that immigrated here. And like, for example, in where I'm from, you could literally take out a $30,000 loan just to come work in a bodega and pay it in 3-4 years. Like, that was the thing. Like,
That's
tú quieres,
the dream. Yeah.
yeah, tú quieres ir para Nueva York? Got you. Son 30. You sure? All right, we're going to get you through hell and back and come in here. When you come in here, you're going to work at this bodega, pay that 30.
Pay the 30 off.
And then that's
with
it.
interest.
And then you lit. So, like, this, all that is incorporated there. And, for example, La Bodega is literally that. It's the same characters. Don Tomás and at the time was D. They both came illegally. Don Tomás was always trying to do the right thing. D cogió la calle. So Don Tomás was struggling to like make ends meet. And D was like, yo, it's lit in the streets. What are you talking about? Vamos a vender droga. And Tomás was like, nah. So it comes to a point where he's like, yo, you know what? I'll buy this store. You work it. Pay me the money back. Por el punto de afuera es mío. So it's like, you got a choice. Or tú vas a seguir cogiendo lucha. So at that time, like, you know what? I'm going to just take this deal. With the condition that nothing from the outside goes inside. If anyone from inside to sell anything happen, I'm personally, like, calling. Like, you know. So it's always that respect, como lo había antes en la calle y la bodega. Like, you know.
And you don't think that exists nowadays?
I know it does. But, you know, it's antes había más respeto y vaina. Now it's like, tú no te puedes parar fuera una bodega. So parece...
You know how I know we're old? We keep mentioning things in the past and how they were so much better than now. So, está hablando de eso. And I'm talking about DR, things in DR. Now that... I don't even know where I'm going with this.
No, the past is the best. But, bro, we're the best generations to live. Like, kids, and like, my kid is going to be, like, the most awesomest thing that happened to him was the Oculus. Or he was born with Wi-Fi. Like, we know what's not to have Wi-Fi. We know what baseball is. We know what vitilla is. We know what hide and seek is. You know,
La gallinita
ciega. We have so many games that they're never going to know or play or look at. Like, yo, esa lo que era. That's why we reminisce so much. Because it's like, man, no matter what these kids have, it's not going to amount to the happiness that we have. But, you know, that's how we feel. But to be born in this life, it's awesome as well. Because, you know.
Es que ese muchacho tiene 10 años. ¿Sabes la diferencia de 10 años?
Nah, we have another kid, bro. I'm trying to, like, we fucking. So, I'm good there. I'm not trying to stop.
Are you trying to like subliminally tell me she's pregnant? But
No,
tell me
no,
that,
no.
like,
I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not out here like, ooh, 2:30, we ovulating, let's do it.
and what are you doing this year? Your birthday's around the corner. What you doing this year?
I think Emily's taking me to DR.
Holy shit!
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, I'd rather go somewhere else.
Where you want to go? You went to Hawaii?
I went to Hawaii, I went to Dubai, I went to Mexico. She went to Thailand by herself.
So don't you get your solo trip?
Yeah, pero no ahora. I had a solo trip to Miami. Just guys, just a sausage
That shit
fest.
don't count.
Nice sausage fest.
That's
over
another
there.
city.
Just grilling, chest hair all out, beers
shit
left
don't
to
count.
right.
That's the shit you went with Chicho, right?
No, no, no. That was the World Classic Baseball. We was out there.
Oh, that's right. That was fire.
We was out there, you know.
Oh, that's
just-
right. You got the baseball pod too. So talk to me about the 25 podcast you're producing right now.
I am
What
not
you talked about?
producing 25 podcasts.
You got like
I
50,
have-
every day we talk. You got a new one that you're telling me
No,
about.
no, no. I had the
Lo mejor de
Lo
malo.
Mejor de Malo, Bateando de Foul, and then me and Emily were podcasting till we stopped. 'cause-
Rumbo a mi boda.
Yeah.
And then
So,
what was the movie one?
The movie one, I went with Chelo. The movie one is actually one we have one with Chelo, but then we have Danilo Arroyo has one, which is very good. 24 frames, I think it's called, and that one's more technical. You know, like they talk about the both sides of the movie and the cameras.
So
and
it's
all
not
that
like a
stuff.
review one.
It's a review as well. It's very.
Will I be laughing at this one?
No, they're very like cinema.
Oh,
Son vaina de,
technical.
tú me
Oh, okay.
entiendes, de pasión, de cine y vaina. It's not like us talking shit like, for example, Tin and Tina. Saw that movie?
Who?
Tin and Tina.
Don't know what that is.
No la vea. And, you know, I would, that's how I review my movies. Like, all right, me gastan una hora de mi vida, perfect. Like,
So-
the message is great, I get it, but it was like, bro,
Give me 5 movies. Oh wait, which was the one we were talking about?
Tetris.
With Monica Bellucci. No, not that one.
Monica Bellucci is in, Malena.
Malena. Oh.
Malena is really good with Monica Bellucci.
Give me 5. That's one.
Manila, Tetris, Player One,
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One. You didn't see that? It's
That's-
an amazing movie.
It's all right.
Si
I'm
tú-
not a gamer. I
Si tú
just-
quieres, yo me voy.
Okay, give me the other 2.
Perico Ripiao.
This
That's
is
a Dominican
one.
movie.
Okay.
Perico Ripiao.
You wanted to throw a Dominican one in there?
No, it's just that's the best movie in the world for me. Like yo le he visto so many times, I know everybody's line on that shit. Like I recite the movie as it goes.
Okay, so and give me the last one.
The
Which one?
last one, I have no idea. It's like I don't have a favorite movie de tanta que he visto, but you know like something maybe a classic.
Like what? Trading Places, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
I feel like me and you are 2 different schools, right?
Tú viniste temprano para acá, a mí me dejan en Santo Domingo, so tú tenías más televisión que
So
yo.
why are you blaming me for that?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
So there's no Eddie Murphy movie that you're like, oh, I love that movie.
I've more the stand up. Eddie Murphy, like Lethal Weapons y toda esa vaina.
Lethal Weapon. He's not
Was
in
it in
that.
Lethal Weapon? Or he has.
That's Danny Glover.
He has a movie where it's not Lethal Weapon. Él tiene una película de policía.
Oh, you're talking about 24 Hours.
Yeah,
not
like those were good. Digo,
Lethal Weapon. I was about to say, whoa.
Es que son negros los dos. We can't say that. Yeah. Es que
You reminded me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's a good one. I like that one.
The show?
The show.
I
The
love that
Mario
show.
movie was good.
That one was great.
The Mario movie was good.
My top 5 films. All right. So I'm heavy on
Wait. You said
comedy.
it gave you 5. You didn't say my top 5. But anyway, go ahead.
all right, I'll give you 5. They don't have to be-
Dame cinco.
Trading Places is one. If you've
Trading
never
Places.
seen it, it's a fantastic
All right,
movie.
Trading Places.
Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Trading Places is one. Beverly Hills Cop
That's the one I was referring to.
is one of the funniest comedy
That's
action.
the one I'm referring to.
By the way, I think Eddie came up with that genre, comedy action.
There was beef in those sets.
Yeah.
See,
There's all right, those are 2 really old ones. I really like the movie P.S. I Love You. And it's kind of
It's
like
cute.
sappy and crying.
Oh, yeah, it's cute.
This is just a great film the way it was done. That's damn, I said comedy and I took it all the way left. very emotional on this pod today. Uh, Super bad has always
Superbad was
been.
funny.
And any of those grotesque high school, teenage, American Pie.
American Pie, classic.
And there's like 10 of those, so pick one.
Classic. I like Van Wilder. I saw Van Wilder, National Lampoon, when Ryan Reynolds was in the beginnings.
Yeah.
So it was
With
pretty
the
dope.
Bulldog with the balls.
You remember? Yeah, you remember Zach Galifianakis' first movie?
No, which one?
It was Out Cold. He was
Somebody, I think it was, no. When we were filming the pod, somebody said to watch that.
Out Cold. It was, I saw the first time I saw Zach when I was like, oh shit, it's el gordito que estaba en Superbad.
Yeah. No,
And
he's not
yo,
super
I'm
bad.
wallet.
You don't know about movies, man. You're
Says
entering
who?
a bit. You just said
That
you
just
can't.
means that I have
First
more
of
movies
all,
in
you
my head than
took
two.
Beverly Hills Cop
So
and you
Lethal-
renamed it Lethal Weapon.
Está
Then you
bien.
said no, it's 24
And then
hours.
Superbad, I renamed it
You're talking about The Hangover,
The Hangover.
another great comedy movie.
When did The Hangover come out? Because tú sabes mucho.
2006.
Nope.
What year?
2007, missed it by one.
I was close. You could give me that
works.
one.
But at the
Who
end of
directed The Hangover?
Steven Spielberg.
Incorrect.
Who did?
Todd Phillips.
It was not Top. Oh, wait, it was Top Phillips. And I think él
He
templeito
appears in the elevator in the first one.
templeito con... No es el que templeito con...
2009. You were wrong. I was
We
wrong.
were both wrong, but it looked good on camera. You saw the confidence I said it with?
You were off by 1 year.
Gané. Only those who research it didn't know.
Todd
Yeah,
Phillips
everybody
he comes out in every one of his movies.
And
Old School's another good Todd Phillips
Todd
movie.
Phillips and Will Ferrell no tan eye to eye. Bro, I have 50,000. Yo, the freaking Step Brother was a great movie as well.
Okay, but that's not a Todd Phillips film. Todd Phillips, The Hangover, Joker, Old School. He appears in all his movies.
Old School is a classic.
Wedding Crashers.
I saw Wedding Crashers the other day. Vince Vaughn is a man with great wording. Like él no lo que.
Is he in your male crew?
Yeah, I like the way. I love his comedy. I love his comedy because lo de habla. Like if you really fuck with, I'm gonna tell you this. Where there's a movie where he says, "I found out in life it's best to not have a goal, because if you have a goal, you go through life trying to reach it, and if you don't, you just be depressed. So to avoid that, I just don't have a goal." What movie is that?
What movie is that?
¿Tú eres que la has visto toda?
What movie is that? Is that The Dilemma?
No,
Or where he plays the guy that fathers all the children?
no.
Oof.
I'll give you a hint. Ben Stiller's in it.
Oh, Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Saw that the other day too.
But he's in my... So I like to manifest things.
What about
right?
The Breakup? The Breakup, he did amazing. The Breakup was a great movie.
What's that one scene? My sister's going through a lot.
Of dick.
No, he's in my crew, so I manifest these things. So I see myself as a
That-
famous podcaster comedian,
They had a
and
nice
he's one of
crew,
my
man.
boys. In my
It was their era is the best era of comedy for me.
Who?
There's no comedy movies out now.
there is. They're just
Which
not
one?
that good.
Go ahead.
They're just not that good.
Go
Girls
ahead.
Trip was good.
Yeah, it's pasable.
Wow, you're a rough critic.
Not a rough critic. It was just like we were waiting for this so long que cuando llegó ya, meh.
What about anything Kevin Hart has done?
Kevin Hart is the new Adam Sandler. Él tiene su core, everything. You just don't miss.
The Rock.
The Rock is the most paid actor in the world. Donde quiera que está, tiene su fanaticada.
You know what it is? You've seen all these movies, and they regurgitate. Hollywood loves to remake things. And put them out.
Honestly, I enjoy movies for what they are, right? So a lot of people and critics do that shit. Like tú eres un tigre que if you like real life movies and shit, don't go watch Fast and the Furious. It's obviously like for me, Fast and the Furious is a fucking 10. Like this, they're in their own lane. There's no other movie that's doing this. Like if you're telling me that you believe que tiran un carro,
No
de
logical
de
thinking person should watch those movies.
198th floor, they threw a Ferrari de gold to another building and cayó perfect.
Dubai, yeah.
And you believe that, and now in 10, you're like, yo, they're wilding. Bro, you had The Rock hold a chain with a helicopter. Y Cosa le dijo, yo, I got you, dobló. Nigga said, "Rah," y la agarró ahí. Come on. But, you know, for what it is, eso estaba caro. Like, yo, La Roca se voló.
I stopped watching it around the 5th movie.
I just know that they
Because there's no way. I like to. I'm like, that's impossible. There's no way.
I
I'm
want
sorry.
this to be the ending for Fast and the Furious series. If they finish it, it should definitely be in
Like,
a gas
how is
station.
Paul Walker
No,
in this
in a
movie?
gas station pumping gas. That should be the last scene. Because ellos van por la 10 y la 11 y todavía no hay una escena que ellos echan gasolina.
No, in the first one.
In
the first one, they're pumping
negative.
gas.
They stole the gas from Dominican Republic. But they gotta be that scene where it's physically you see Vin Diesel like, wait, familia, you know. You can diga
That's
90,
too many
whatever.
lines.
You know what it should be? It should pump gas enough to where it says this guy's date of birth, Paul Walker. Boom, like there's a Easter egg. Él está tirando ahí. What was that? 4 numbers? Foot. Like, oh, whoa, yo, that was Paul Walker's date of birth. Fue lo que echan de gasolina.
Wow.
Vaina así. Pero, you know, esos tigres no tienen writers como yo.
Don't steal his idea, Vin Diesel.
No, se la lleven.
So
You know they stole one of my ideas, bro. Now that
Which
we're here.
one?
Bro, so Pete, right? It's a true story. I'm starting in comedy. I'm excited. So I'm talking more than I do now. Right? And people from Presidente pull up on me and Tommy.
Oh,
and
boy.
they're like, yo, you know, we want to see if we could work with y'all, otro ideas or whatever. Tommy's mad weird. I don't know what Tommy's being weird for. I'm like, yo, it's people from Presidente. Let's be ourselves or whatever.
Yeah.
So Tommy's like doing all the business talk, otro. And, you know, Tommy's throwing little ideas, nothing big, right?
Yeah.
And, bro, my idea goes like this. Bah! I'm like, yo, I just thought of some fire shit. So Tommy pinches me, but yo no me la llevo because I'm excited. So I'm like, yo, what if we have like a whole wedding and you have the boyfriend así ansioso, just waiting to see his girl, whatever, and out of nowhere aparece el mesero con una cerveza vestida de novia. That's how they say it in
Yeah,
the
I know.
you know?
Okay,
And-
so let me real quick. So in DR La Presidente, when it's super frozen, it has the ashes of it. So that's why they say vestida de novia,
like
dressed
a-
like a bride.
Dressed like a bride. And the waiter comes in dressed like a bride. And everybody's like, oh. And when the waiter goes on the top, he kind of turns. And it's like, yo, Presidente, siempre vestida de novia. And they did that shit on the Cassandra, no? Me watching the Cassandra, I'm like, yo, Tommy, you seen what happened? He's like, yeah, they jack you, my boy. You gotta learn how to shut up. I was like, what can we do? He's like, enjoy it and know that it was your idea. I was like, damn, just like that? It's like, yeah. So that's how I felt.
We
know.
didn't get somebody on retainer, and
No, tú sabes que nosotros, like, yo. I was
did they
like,
at least send you a case of beers?
¿Qué van a- No, later on, you know, I ended up working with Presidente. I have like a shirt that says I have a Manito. They always send me a package of new stuff, you know. So I've always maintained the relationship.
I don't want to bash Presidente, but they did an awful job when we were doing the podcast panel.
When you was doing the back, I said, no me meta ahí, yo estoy frío.
It was me, Radell, Tommy, Ivan.
Not me. Yo estaba de pecho queso ahí, señores.
No, they sent over. No, it wasn't even Presidente. It was the
No,
distributor.
It's exactly. A lot of the time, it's the
Yeah.
people behind everything. Like, a lot of people are in very good position with a lot of good sponsors, and they just decide to be greedy or not do their job.
Like, I came out on TV twice. Hey, I'm doing this event. It was a packed place. You were there.
Yeah, it was dope.
And
Estaba lleno de estrellas.
Presidente was like, we're going to give away beers for it. And I was like, that's great because the people are going to be there. You guys really went all out and gave, like, tips on social media, on
How to grow.
podcasting, how to grow, how to keep pushing. You know, Radell dropped a ton of gems. It was a great event. I felt like it would have more support, you know.
Yeah, I see, bro. You sometimes you go all out, he's just gonna kill, and boom, nothing happens. Sometimes you're like, nah, it's just me and Ivan, and next thing you know, you do otra gente. This is how the world works.
How many times did I quit podcasting, Ivan?
Como siete.
And I always call you. What do you say?
You gotta keep going, bro. No one has more episodes than you.
No, that's not. I mean, there's a couple people that
No
call
one
out
has
to
more
me.
episodes than you, bro. Or guests.
But and this is where I
still
am
hold
today.
the record, right?
Of what? Oh yeah, you.
I
by
have to
far.
do it. I have to do it now because tú sabes cuando uno esté famoso no va a tener tiempo.
So I gotta call and schedule
No
things.
dije eso. Yo dije que.
So I gotta call your
Because
assistant.
I could always be like, yo, I've done the show 25 veces. ¿Quién va por 12? Cuando ese llega a 25, I'll pull back up. And then you will always be like, yo, who? You gotta bring Ivan back. Like, Ivan's been here 25 times and shit. But, eventually if I do have a movie, I'm like, yo, Rick, voy para allá. Because, we gotta...
We could shoot it from the set of the movie, the
No,
episode.
yo no te quiero allá.
What you mean, why not?
Why if you knock one of those cameras down or something?
That's fine. You got it in the budget.
Now my whole thing is postponed. I mean, you're going to be viral, don't get me wrong. It's like, yo, what happened to episode 3? Rick tumbó una cámara aquí. We can't fucking shoot now. Go watch this episode. You'll see what happened.
That's why you don't want me in La Factoría. You're afraid I'm clumsy.
No. Willy no hace vaina así.
No, you
¿Sabes
surpassed.
que Willy es un nombre
09,
boricua?
09,
Willy es un nombre boricua.
Boricua. Ah, qué chacho.
Yo conozco un Willy en mi vida, 36 años, y es dominicano.
So why would Willie be Boricua on the show?
Porque I just said I'm just saying Willy is a boricua name.
Oh.
Like Gordo. You never hear somebody. Well, unless they're fat in DR. Santo Domingo no le importa. Gordo.
Or
Super
super
gordo.
skinny.
But a lot of, there's a term of endearment.
Is it really?
¿Dónde está Gordo? Yeah.
I was going over this with my aunt. They called her, ella indiecita, pero le dicen la negrita.
Bro, you had to see my mom's apodo for life was Chocha. Yeah. But it was nosotros éramos dominicanos. But it wasn't frowned upon that much if when a Puerto Rican
Actually,
said it.
I got you beat.
Chocha.
Yeah, I got you beat.
What's Ethan right now? ¿El nieto de quién?
El nieto de Chocha.
No,
¿Cómo?
el nieto de Mama Chocha.
Ay. I got you beat, though. My grandmother was telling a story. Oh, se murió Pipi. Pipi means piss in Spanish.
Pero Pipi tiene un bingo. The Pipi that I know owns a bingo.
Se murió Pipi. Ay, and like joking around, my aunt goes, y Caca. That shit. No, Caca murió hace rato ya. And then my other aunt turns and she leans and she goes, I'm not going to even ask about Churria. But those are real nicknames.
There were terms of endearment. Like, allá era así.
Wow.
Flaco.
No,
Te
mine
está
was
desapareciendo, flaco.
fat chicken. Fat chicken. Legit, that's what they called me when I was a little kid.
El pollo gordo.
Fat
Ese
chicken.
pollito
No,
está
it's
gordo.
fat chicken en
Fried
inglés.
chicken. Oh, you like fried chicken then?
No, fat.
Fat chicken.
Yo era gordito
Hey.
y le tenía miedo a todo.
Hey, un comediante. He said, yo era gordito.
Yo era gordito.
Yeah, that's a clip right there.
I'm not
Hey,
I'm not fit like now.
You
Y le
gotta
tenía miedo a todo, mi hermano.
you was like one of those bubble
Hasta mi
boys.
sombra.
Yo, I can't.
Y lloraba por nada.
Si te miraba, él me está mirando. It was like that.
I was a fat
Ay,
little,
no,
chubby kid who liked to eat food.
I was chubby as a baby. Like, my picture was heavy chubby.
You look just like Ethan when you were little.
No, Ethan está flaquísimo.
Igualito.
Yo no, yo estaba... Bro, I used to carry a piece of bread on the thing. Y yo comía así. Iba a jugar. Pues, ¿qué es lo que? Vamos a jugar. Cogía un pedacito de pan ahí con un olor a sobaco.
Yo, pero yo le robé toda la botella. In DR,
Recoge botella.
refresco viene una botella de vidrio. The soda comes in a bottle, a glass bottle. I took all my godmother had like 25 crates in the back.
Tú la vendiste todo.
So they went to the farm one time, to la finca, a buscar plátano.
Pa'l conuco.
A buscar plátano y vaina. So then I took all the glass bottles to Don Feli, which is the colmado down the store. And I sold
Everything.
all the goddamn bottles. You know what for?
Para el muñequito ese que tú le bajabas el pantalón y tiraba miau.
No. el hombre de helado que pasaba por la
Oh,
casa
wow.
todos los días.
¿Qué pela te dieron?
No.
¿No te dieron la pela?
No.
Oh, wow. They must have loved you.
They respected the hustle.
Awesome.
One day I disappeared because I used to go to and from school in a bus. And I got off the bus.
Rico. Este iba en guagua. a la escuela.
Santiago.
Esa gente son ricas. Uno a pie para
El
allá.
Instituto Evangélico. I got off of the bus, right, and I went to Don Feli's market. And I was like, Don Feli, I'm ready to work, you know.
Quiero trabajar.
Quiero trabajar. So people would go to the store and they would see, oh, look at this cute little fat kid. And I'm selling his stuff, but I'm putting my tax on it. So at the end of the day, I had a jar full of like pesos because everybody would give me like a little tip. My family's going crazy. 3 hours pass by. They can't find me. I've gone missing. And they're like, where the hell is this kid? My mother's over here in the U.S. She's crying like, oh, my God, my son.
Me lo robaron.
Ay. Don Feli was like, oh, shit, déjame llamar a la familia tuya. He calls. And then my aunt comes. I'm sitting on the counter. She told me the story the other day. I was like 5. I'm sitting on the counter. Estoy trabajando aquí, tía. Mira lo que hice.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Santiago we have the Santiago skin color.
Yeah.
So it's like me picturing you behind the counter. You know, it's
I was
hilarious.
sitting on the counter eating un dulce maní.
Money.
Un dulce maní.
Oh man, I'm not big. I like dulce maní. Don't get me wrong, but
Una
no.
Coca-Cola. That was my thing.
Que diarrea. You never shit and then like the maní con
Nah.
la bolita blanca. y vaina. Yeah,
I was eating. Mira, tía. And that money was for, in my school, yo vendían pastelito.
Oh, my grandma used to do that. Y los heladitos fundita.
Uh-huh. So I would like have all this money to go to school to buy that shit.
Millonario. You never went to the Rio and shit?
No, all the time.
I
went to the Rio that has like a cueva. Like, it has like a cave. It's like 3. So it's like 3 falls, but they're not really like waterfalls. And then inside each one, there was a cave that you could swim into.
Yeah,
I went to that shit. That shit was fire.
Y nadie se murió ahí.
No, y mataron un chivo.
I've never had chivo.
What?
I've never had chivo.
And then you've never had sancocho?
Never had sancocho. I have a list of Dominican food that I've never had.
Wow.
Had ass though.
We got to do Ivan's first time. The episode.
No.
Why not?
Cause I probably
Is it the cilantro? What is it?
I just bro, like I was the firstborn. They catered to me for whatever I wanted. I showed my mom how to give birth. Everyone else after that was like, y'all gotta wait. That's what happens when you're the first. You ask my mom who she loves more out of all 3 of us. She goes, I love everybody the same, but I haven't shown me how to give birth.
Wow.
Everybody already made peace with it.
I don't think so. I think your sister is the favorite.
She knows it.
She's the favorite. She's the youngest one.
Nope. The youngest one, actually, shout out to her. She graduated. She got the Joe Biden President's Award in school. Like, she's, like, top notch. She's going to Fordham University.
And then your brother's super smart. Bro.
So, you know, those genes, I was just, lo primero que salimos malo. You know,
Yeah.
the last 2, they killing the game. So, shout out to her. But a ella, I told her, like, you know, she's like the aguacate of the family.
How's that?
Because cuando tú te comes un sancocho, tú te comes lo que sea, once you're done, is that they be like, ay, pero ahí había un aguacate.
Damn, that's fucked
You
up.
know you love the aguacate, and in the moment would have
I
killed it.
can't have it without
Pero tú no lo tienes pendiente. And that's my little sister. My little sister's killing the game. She's the most awesome person ever. But it's like, uno no la tiene pendiente, un aguacate.
Damn.
And, you know, she's like, I get it, and that's so fucked up. But it's like, yo.
I
right
can't
now,
eat a sancocho with aguacate, so his theory is wrong.
Certain food, what does aguacate taste like? Nothing. Sal.
Like life.
It doesn't. It tastes like
It
nothing.
like life.
I'm gonna ruin your life with that right now. When you
Go ahead.
eat aguacate, just give me Ivan. I ate aguacate. It tastes like
heaven. Like
In order
this
for you to
beautiful.
You ever seen the pastor that goes, if you die and you in heaven and you don't see me there, then you in hell. In order to taste heaven, you gotta go to heaven. So you have tasted enough to let me know what aguacate tastes like. At the end of the day, it doesn't taste like nothing.
That whole soliloquy lets me know that you've been tasting hell all your life, and you need to have more aguacate.
I
so
have
you can have some
aguacate.
heaven.
I like aguacate on the side. No me lo pongan con nothing. Like, this is my aguacate right here. This is everything. El aguacate, pónmelo ahí.
Aguacate
Yo
con
lo
chin de
rajo en
aceite,
medio.
chin de
And
sal.
I can't take big chunks of it either. It has to be like little pedacitos.
No, pero tú no sirves.
I don't know.
Damn. So you really, we don't see eye to eye there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Because avocado with a little
Avocado
bit
was dope too. Avocado toast happened. I don't know how people eat. Like, el aguacate se come.
Avocado
el día
toast?
Que tú, el día, for me. El día que tú abres el aguacate y lo rajas, ese aguacate tiene que acabarse ese mismo día.
that same day.
Anything past
That
that,
same seating.
anything past that, ya tú, I don't know. I feel weird about those people. Like Emily. Emily will have an aguacate in the nevera for a whole week, cutting little pieces que están mal. I'm like, bro.
That's how good heaven tastes.
It's like the same thing when you do guacamole con el aguacate y el guacamole, el taco night queda un ching. Don't say that.
Why not?
Nobody wants to see that brown, black, almost
Extra flavor.
Nah, take that out. Bota esa vaina. Y el aguacate lo que tiene son like what, 3 days of lifespan de que tú lo abres.
I don't know the science behind it, but I know
If you
near
have,
me that shit's never lasted more than
I'm
a
tell you,
day.
it's public amount. Si usted abre un aguacate y no se lo come ese día, revísese. That's crazy.
An avocado never lasted more than an hour around me.
It shouldn't.
And you said small pieces. I've
No.
eaten half of the shit by myself and a whole one. And I'm not talking about the Haas. I'm talking about the Dominican one that's like huge.
The little one, el aguacate, it doesn't taste like anything. So whichever one that you have, es lo mismo.
So what other foods that you find
I love
atrocious?
mango. I love mango, pero
Oye,
it has to
de
be
que
verde.
mango. Mira lo que
El
está
mango
hablando.
tiene que estar verde.
Aco.
Like, you see how it's like you gotta.
So you're a bitter man.
I like stuff that's better. El mango tiene que estar así. I like
Why?
pineapple. I don't know, just like my grandma used to fight because el mango, había un mango that was already turning, que estaba ya medio pintoso. Tiraba piedra yo ahí. I like pears. There's a certain kind of pears that I like, pero yo la corto y le pongo sal y limón. Amazing.
También.
It's good for your health. Te hace cagar. Yeah, I'm a big Granada. What's that called? Grenadine? That's not it. But
Granada? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I know you're really into the
Pomegranate,
pomegranate. You love that.
Fuap con sal y limón también.
Do you eat that by itself?
Yeah. No me like things. Cantaloupe. There's a vaina, ¿cómo se llama eso? It's like that. Yeah,
Melon?
Melon, no, nada de eso. No watermelon tampoco.
No honeydew?
What the hell is that? What's honeydew?
It's like the green version of the melon.
No.
No.
Nah,
So no watermelon.
No watermelon for me. I mean, I had it before. Like, if it's hot out, a little watermelon es bacano. But it's not like, ooh, where that watermelon at? Negative for me.
No?
Nah.
Damn, Ivan's a tough critic in movies and in food.
No, I'm not. I can't. Like me, I can't. Yo no puedo. I can't give my opinion on food.
So you are in, what's that thing in prison before they kill you, that prison?
Well,
You're in prison. They sentence you to death. You
Well,
know
my
how
last
that
meal?
Your last meal.
my last meal is it'll be steak, shrimp, steak and shrimp,
That's it? No rice, no beans, no nothing.
steak and shrimp. I like shrimp. I ate one time 36 shrimps. Smoked. Digo yo, wey, ¿qué es estos camarones aquí? Wop, wop, wop. And my uncle go, 36. And I was like, you was counting? And I was like, yo, 36.
So you
Almost beat Radel though. Radel ate 23
23 what?
pieces of fried chicken in the set of Sabor Latino.
He ate 23.
But to his defense, we had to retake some of the shots. And in the shot, tenía un pollo. So he had to, like, at one point.
Oh, so it's not like he was just eating chicken
No,
on the
he
side.
was just eating chicken on the side, too. You know? Porque es que le dice, hay que probar lo que uno le va a dar a la gente.
We took him the day of the of the panel. He's like, "Yo, can I go in the kitchen?" I was like, "Why not? It's my boy's place." So I introduced my boy to Rodell. He legit was like the food that was gonna come out. He started eating this.
No, hey, Rodell is one of a kind.
And it's just him. My boy was like, "Yo, it's cool. Let him rock. Háganlo otra vez."
Yo, you know what's crazy? I remember, creo que fue con Chef Papi. Yeah, Chef Papi made me eat sushi.
You don't tell me you don't like sushi.
I could go without it. Like if I'm on a date and
Damn,
sushi's
bro.
gonna get me some ass, I'm in there.
That's
But-
your only motive for eating sushi. So you don't try anything.
Like I'm not out there like, yo, what's a good sushi spot? We in there. Like, nah, that's not my thing.
So a ninja. Si a ninja te hace sushi.
I ninja sushi's good. I try ninjas.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, this might sound whatever, but I'm a glizzy guy, bro.
Wow.
Like I've go like, you know, there's a spot in Fort Lee, yo creo que se llama Hiram. They got great hot dogs. Papayas is alright, you know, depending on your high.
What
Because
about?
I don't think like you're sober enough to be like, yo, I'm about to make this line for papaya. Because you know them hot dogs is like McDonald's chicken nuggets. They're just waiting for you. Esa agua hirviendo ahí 24/7. And it's horrible. But, you know,
with the juices that they make too.
bro, I can't have, like, you know me, like, I like my hot dog grilled también. Because it's not like cuando tú ves que sale de esa agua and they rush it to the bread, ya tú estás bebiendo agua ahí también. Eso, hey, esa agua de jodo. I don't look.
So I gotta go like this to the
Yeah, like if you're boiling it, like, yo, shake the water off.
glizzy over burger.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So at the barbecue, we gotta. Oh wait. So have you gone to Costco?
Yeah.
Have you had the Costco hot dog?
The Costco hot dog is mad long, yeah.
It's fire. $1.62
Can't beat Costco. Y la soda esa.
and a
De,
huge soda.
y esa soda de 3 litros que uno pone mitad hielo. You can't really carry anything else over there. Esa pizza sí es mala, though. La pizza de Costco, that's horrible, bro.
But that
like,
hot
if you
dog.
grab it, that shit just slides off the tanca. Yo,
But the hot dog's always bigger than the bread. But now they made so Kirkland, which is the Costco brand, they make the bread a big bread, big enough for that huge hot dog. Nobody. I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna take you on a date.
I love Costco. 'Cause I'm gonna take you on a date.
I
'Cause,
did.
Like,
I bought the groceries and I said, "Yo, I'm gonna take you on a romantic date." She's like, "Oh, where we going to eat?" I was like, "Hold on."
I
Boom, $1.62.
I like making, like, right now for me, the ballparks, they're really good hot dogs. But like, antes de más, you only had one choice. Now you have chicken hot dog. Now you have beef. Now you have pork. Like, now you have a menu of different. Ahora yo dije jodo vegano, digo yo, dígame. You know, que la pizza de cauliflower. I'm like, bro, we just want something that's unhealthy to fill our soul with happiness. It's okay. Hay unos mal que se
Glizzy's
necesitan.
great again. That's your new merch.
The what?
Ivan Manito making Glizzy's great again.
No, Glizzy's has been great.
No, but people on social media, and you're a social media superstar.
No, hey, listen.
What is the negativity with the Glizzy? Like, why?
Because they're shaped like wieners. But it's like the guy in Superbad said, the best food comes shaped like dicks. Sad but true.
It is true.
Sad but true. Si hay más mujeres que hombres en el mundo, y las mujeres son locas con su jodo, los jodos son número uno en todos lados.
Ivan Manito, the Glizzy King.
Yeah. You know, I've been listening to...
Loves Glizzies in or around his mouth.
But it has, peanuts. I'm big on peanuts as well.
Peanuts?
I love peanuts.
So you love Glizzies and nuts.
Glizzies and nuts combo. Like
The roasted joints, the $2 bag, I love those.
I just peanuts in general, bro. Like anything
Honey
that's
roasted.
todo lo que sea, put it in my mouth.
Wow.
I've said this before, you know.
I mean, you know, Ecuadorians, they do a mondongo with peanut in it. Would you try
I've
it?
never had mondongo. I know that shit stink.
It does. Beef tripe.
Unless they got that stank on it.
So, peanuts, you were going somewhere with your nuts. You were
No,
talking about how much you love nuts.
I love nuts. The best nuts son unos maní que vienen de México. There's lime.
Mexican nuts.
They're lime flavored.
Lime flavored
Yeah, they
nuts.
somehow aparecen en la bodega.
Is it
siempre.
sweaty nuts, lime
No,
flavored?
it's nothing like that. They're really nice, limey
Nice.
nuts. You put them, you chew the lime up, and then you bite the nut. Amazing.
Wow.
Like when I see them, yo los compro todo. Like, llegaron. Brah.
Who
Like if
makes
I could
these
get
nuts?
a sponsor today, like
Who makes
from-
these nuts? We're gonna do it right now.
I don't know if it's Sobrito.
No, I gotta try
Sobrita. But their lime, I saw them online once, and I was gonna buy the pack, and I don't know. I think Ethan came in y me cerró la vaina, and I forgot. But if I could get a sponsor that like while I game and eat nuts, bro, I'd be like, yo.
Nuts and glizzies.
But
Wow.
you a hot dog guy too, or you rather have a burger?
If you ask me, I'd rather have a burger, but I really love the Costco hot dog. That's like A1 on me.
So you
The
see,
flavor, the size.
that's a age
it's
marker.
huge.
There you
the
go.
price.
It tastes the same all the time. You know, me nah, I gotta.
It's
I go,
consistent. I love it.
pero lo que te digo, tú tengas una relación, ya, you don't even know. You like that type of dog. Me, I can't. I'm still 20-something when it comes to eating hot dogs. I got to go to different places.
But I said on the show, if I was my last meal would be a Dave's double.
What is that?
Wendy's #2 double cheeseburger with strawberry lemonade, which I just had. That's my favorite meal.
You know how many people are going to be mad at you?
Why?
Se va a morir, mira lo que pidió.
Dave's
Gucci,
double.
Vega, ese hace rato que tiene que
Dave's
morirse.
double French fries with a fresh Wendy's.
You don't hear
fries.
nobody asking for caviar when they're about to die. It's like,
No.
La gente quiere irse harto.
Yeah. Dije, hey, dame un filé, un pescadito, a
Gacho.
fish, un filé de fish.
Fuck on fish. You know what? It should be a buffet. You know, for those who don't know what they
For
want.
last, right? Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Ya iba a decir una vaina malísima. Yo, every time.
No, I like this idea. I like this idea.
Yo empiezo aquí.
Let's
and
pitch
then little
this
by
to,
little.
let's pitch this to the prisons. I like this idea.
Nah, you know, prison is a market that people sleep on. To be honest.
I've been saying this
Like-
this whole time.
Like, it's una marqueta that we got to get in there somehow, some way. Because, like, lo único malo es que they still have, like, little batteries for the...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you got phones and shit. But, like, if you had... Like, you're supposed to reform these people. Like, you know, they committed a crime. You got to come out and, you know, work with the times. Like, vamos a hacer programa that they can podcast in there. If they're not podcasting, give them an hour to listen to the
Well,
reggae show.
I'm gonna give you something. So 5 prisoners.
Se graduaron de Harvard, I saw that.
Yeah, that
Estaban
was
llorando
cool.
y de
It
todo.
was
I'm like,
Yale.
damn.
It wasn't Harvard. It was Yale. Which
¿Cuál es la
is even better.
diferencia?
Yale para mí es mejor.
Una paga más que la otra.
Claro.
A ti te gusta el jodó de
A
casco.
mí me gustan
de
los
la
caros.
calle.
No,
Es lo mismo, son jodó.
los jodos de casco son más baratos que los de la casa.
Los jodó de casco son exclusivos. You need a membership for it. Ain't nobody
That's
got time
true.
for that.
Yeah, but you don't really pay. You just walk in like, oh shit, let me go check this
You
out.
walk in just to get a hot dog at Costco. No me dejaste de seguir.
My guy, I would take my wife to Costco just to have a hot dog and a soda and not even buy any.
You have to understand que a veces Dios te premia con una persona que cuando viene a ver tú ni te mereces, pero está ahí.
¿Está ahí?
Porque una
She's
mujer
there.
que vaya a Costco con su marido a comprar una soda de 3 litros y un jodón más grande que el pan y sentarse ahí y mirarlo a los ojos y decirle te quiero.
She loves me.
Eso es amor.
She loves me.
Hey, you know what? You know what's crazy? I love Applebee's. And Emily, I can't take Emily to Applebee's.
Ooh, Applebee's? No. You won't catch me dead. Oh, they have the shrimp and steak thing. Is that what you want? Applebee's shrimp? Oh, and you said
The
prisons.
sample platter is fire.
Before I forget, what do you think about my new company, which is party planning for prisoners?
When they come out, like, tirarle un party. That's fire. Venga. Put me down. I'll host
Right?
that shit.
Right? Yo, thank you
Yo,
for doing
hold
these
up, hold up.
25 years.
Don't owe this. Don't air this, because no van a robar la idea. Tranquilo.
I did a whole...
Big 25, yo. Like, yo.
Thank
yo,
you for doing these 25 years. You did your thing. Let's throw you a nice little party.
Yo, it's crazy. You know what? It should be like
Little barbecue.
it should be something that they look forward to. Like, yo, you see Ivan
That
came
last
out. You
day.
seen that party, B? That shit's... Nah, I'm going to do my time, yo. I want that. I'm on that program. I'm going to do my time because you're going to meter en un party a mí. You know?
And they give you a little certificate. Finish my 25 years.
No,
in
no,
prison.
well, we can't, no vamos a apoyar a los malos.
Why
No
not?
se puede apoyar a los malos. Se puede ir a su
You
party.
reward them for doing their time correctly.
You're not rewarding someone for doing something wrong. They're not there because they chose to be.
You're talking about reforming, right?
All right, so
if they
this is-
reformed correctly, you give them a certificate.
No, no.
Yeah?
Va a dañar el negocio y no hemos empezado.
Ay, Dios mío.
El party está bien, se entiende. El party, you went through a rough time, blow some steam off. But at the end of this party, the people that are sponsoring should be able to give out jobs to them. Be like, yo, ya tú gozaste, te gustó el party.
Yeah.
Mañana que está allá a las 8 a
You
trabajar.
welcome to Pepto-Bismol. Your brand new employee.
No, it's like, yo, it's simple. Look, you had a party, this shit was dope. All you got to do is grab the hot dog and put it in the bread. That's all you got to do at Costco. Grab the hot dog, put it in the bread. That's it.
And then
That's
when
a
I go,
job. That's
Hey, thank you.
prison sucks, bro.
Yo, it's an untapped resource for a ton of businesses. I already talked about my musical talent, taking all these imprisoned rappers and singers and doing a tour all around the other prisons.
Bro, it's if you people love exclusivity. Mira la idea que yo voy a dar. Let's make a music label that only signs rappers that are in jail, but let's make sure that all the fans are part of this community only, and only that, like, if you're in jail, your jail number is that gets you log in, so you can listen to the rappers that are there. Like,
That'll
if
be
you
fire.
if you from the outside, you only gonna hear like, yo, you heard my man in donde yo estaba
In Clinton facility.
in Dauphin County is
Yeah.
killing it, bro. How you know? Nah, he come on in 2 years, but my boy's been telling me.
2 years, yo.
Yeah, like, yo, but you don't got your MAID. You can log in with that shit. No, but I'm not in no more. But you can still log in. Oh, that's fire, bro. Y ese mismo tigre is gonna be like, yo, listen to my boy. Like, yo, send me that. I can't, bro. That's part of the the MA
Yeah.
community music group and shit. So yo,
It
millonaria
makes
la
community
idea.
music group. That's the label.
I just made that up, but la idea millonaria. And you give them like a 1 hour booth time.
Damn.
Nah, you know
Prison.
what's crazy? That's a good idea. But next thing you know, all these people started committing. Se entregan ellos mismos in the raps. I shot a nigga C4. Say, yo, hold up. Que este tigre está choteándose. Nah, don't we rapping, yo. Anyone who raps is snitching, bro. I don't care. You going to that gay ass rap shit right now? Who you gonna snitch on? You think we don't know?
Or people on the outside will commit crimes just so they could be on the inside. So they
It's
can
easier to
studio
get
time.
It's easier to get studio time. You more focused. That's crazy.
Damn, I need to focus on my rap career. I need
Nah,
to do a
bro.
5-year bid. What is that? A break-in and entry?
Yo no sé. Yo no sé. Yo no rompo la ley ya. Yo soy un ciudadano americano que soy obediente a todas
Oh,
las leyes.
congratulations!
Thank
I
you,
saw
sir.
that.
Thank you, sir. And speaking of, you know how much it costs to get a passport?
Go ahead, desahogate. Go ahead.
$1,000
No, it didn't.
Bro, right now we got the best deal with $750.
There's no way.
Yeah,
I paid
bro.
$180 to renew my passport.
When was this? 1992?
No, 2008.
Yo, go now, my boy.
Seriously?
I'm gonna show you the thing. No, Emily didn't send it to me. Yo, I'm telling you,
$1,000 for a
era
passport?
$1,000 un
Do they want a little
pasaporte.
bit of blood too? And
Bro,
urine sample?
Tú te ríes.
There's no way.
1,000.
You went
Rush.
to the wrong website.
Mañana te llega.
You went to the wrong
¿Tú
website.
quieres que te llegue en 2 semanas?
I'm gonna show you.
7.5.
You went to the wrong website. I'm
Bro, I
sure.
called everybody. I made yo hice una cita in Vermont. I'm going to Vermont to get my passport.
For real.
Bro, everything is booked. Connecticut is booked. New York is booked. Pennsylvania is
You
booked.
could go with the. I got you after this. I want to thank Ivan for being on the pod today. But I got you after this. I'm gonna tell you what to do.
Estoy casi preso.
No, don't worry. You're not going to jail. Not for that long.
That's what they said last time.
Thanks for being on the show, my brother.
Anytime, bro.
I
love
appreciate
Festival.
it. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Stay alive. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
You feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go.